spoke too soon that there were no pyramids here on the island. I'm no official archaeologist. I like to think I'm an armchair archaeologist, or like an Indiana Jones fanboy archaeologist, or just a imaginary archaeologist. But even as an imaginary archaeologist, I think that counts. Yet, triangle shape like that, points up, thing at the top, I think it's a pyramid.
We're Norelle and Danny. We sold our business in Seattle and decided to become digital nomads. Outfitted with a suboverlander as our home on wheels, we're on an adventure of discovery wherever the road takes us. Subscribe and join our journey meeting new people, seeing amazing things, and helping build new ventures and opportunities.
Good morning. We are in the Grand Cayman Islands, and we're about to, first of all, it is way too early. It's like 7:10 right now, and we're about to go meet everybody because the whole family is going out on a catamaran to go swim with stingrays, which seems crazy to me because it's how Steve Irwin died, but we're going to do it. Apparently it's not that dangerous. I guess everybody does it. So how did it kill the crocodile hunter? So Grand Cayman is not so grand. Super small, but still big enough for a baseball field. Caribbeans, man.
I think that grand was just on Danny's mind because last night we were editing the Canyonlands episode where there's a lot of grand going on. And yeah, I agree. Not quite so grand, but maybe we'll have a grand show from some stingrays today.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I think somebody had a grand time here, I believe that, and then they just named it after that.
We're gonna have a grand time today, right? Yes.
Yeah, I was just looking for another joke, but I need another cup of grand coffee before we get there.
Coffee is definitely not grand.
So I just realized why this place sounds familiar. It's a place where all the bad guys hide their money. I can think of some things. I mean, no harm in just opening up a bank account while we're here, right? So we got here on time and everything, but apparently the wind is too much and the Coast Guard doesn't want us to go out there. So we're gonna go hang out on the beach. I was gonna go over there where there's some tequila.
Hey, we're gonna be famous. We're gonna be on YouTube.
There you go. So hopefully it'll clear up in a few hours, but I don't think so. We gotta find some rum.
Even if it does, we're not going. Unfortunately.
Swing and a miss.
I think it's maybe a hoax because I was talking to Danny's aunt earlier on the boat. She said the last time they were here they said the same thing. So I think that's what they do, is they rope you into paying extra money. We're with them. I think they rope you into paying more for some experience, and then they say, oh, it's too windy, and then they keep the change. That's my theory.
Or they just funnel it into one of those fancy Cayman bank accounts we heard so much about.
We just went out on the jet ski. Well, I went out earlier, but I drove Danny's mom, Gail, around, and that was fun. But Danny just took me out and was doing crazy eights around a buoy and threw me off.
How it's really done.
And he threw me off. And now I have, I don't know if you can see it, but I've got a bruise developing, like right in there. But it's fine. It was fun.
I mean, it was more than fine. I mean, she needed to know what driving a jet ski was really all about, so. Anyway, this is a good second to swim with the stingrays. I'm told that there are some stingrays out there, and a couple of people saw them while snorkeling, so I'll probably snorkel next.
Both sides are.
I didn't want my whole head bleeded.
Right. Yeah.
This is really not my leg. My right.
Because that's the way you do a bus.
Oh, do you want to? So.
Well, I think we're all now big believers in the beach. That was the beach. Yeah.
Oh no no no! You know,
And they just jump out and they become
Today is our last stop, and we are in Cozumel, Mexico, and we are about to go ashore and play a little. Hey babe, what's that TV show where people are on a team and they have a challenge that they have to like race to and travel? We're gonna play a little amazing race and see if we can get to the ruins, the old Mayan ruins about in the center of the island. So I think we are gonna probably hop a shuttle to downtown, which isn't very big, and then from there maybe see if we could get a cab ride out there. And yeah, and we're told that there are lots of mosquitoes, so we're gonna need some mosquito repellent. And there are also a lot of iguanas apparently, so we're probably gonna need some iguana repellent too. Hey babe, what's iguana repellent? Is that a thing?
I don't know.
That's probably not a thing. Leaving the boat. I don't think it's original.
No,
I think it's a recreation.
it's pretty.
So we just rented this scooter, and we're gonna risk it and try to take this island by storm by ourselves. And this is the restaurant where we got it, because they got food and they got scooters. Super legit. So we have now driven halfway across the island and found some more Mayan ruins. Well, Norelle is in there shopping per the vendor's insistence for us to park here. So yeah, we're gonna go back there and check out these Mayan ruins here in a minute. So that is a Mayan calendar. It says it's got 2,000 years worth of dates on there. Looks like just a hill. So these ruins are just in some people's backyard, and they're 2,000 years old.
Yeah.
Yep. And then they got their own gift shop right there.
Back there.
I'm gonna check that out. Is it solid or is there something inside? Oh, there's something inside. Oh, hello.
El Mayan temple era de diosa de la fertility. Dios fertility.
So you go in there to have babies or to make babies?
Here we go.
So we're somewhere on the far side of the island, and I just saw some cool waves crashing and mist blowing up and all that, and so I thought we'd stop and check it out. By the way, that temple we just saw, apparently that was for earth fertility, so like for the harvest and stuff. So we're on our way to another set that's all the way around the island. It's a set of 8 or 10 or something like that. It's a fun little Vespa ride. And Norelle is the navigator and the purse. Yeah, we found the ocean.
We did.
Yep, wait for it, there's a splash wave. Oh. It's every like 10th one that gets you a good splash. This one?
No,
Nothing.
that was kind of pathetic.
Yeah. There's good snorkeling out there, but there's a surf shop down that way that we passed. Probably great surfing actually, but I just don't have that talent right now. I'll find someplace somewhere along this trip to build it up, but it ain't gonna be here, ain't gonna be now. We got some Mayan ruins to find. We've now driven almost completely around the island and are now at the big set of Maya ruins, and as we were driving in, there was dozens of little altars that looked like they were, well, they were lining the road, but it looked like they were all built by the Mayas. And as far as I remember, I think they were from like 500 BC to something like 800, maybe 1000 AD, something in that ballpark. We'll learn more but it was kind of reminiscent of the Chaco culture, which was apparently at the same time frame and probably had contact with each other. So continuing that journey. So I guess just like the Anasazi / ancient Pueblo, the Maya civilization fell apart about 1,000 years ago. This here is an old tomb, and no idea what that is. No idea what that is. I think we have to read more signs. Oh, this is bug spray because there's a lot of mosquito here. Just a house.
As we were driving over here, I was just thinking about like what it must have been like for the Maya who lived here before there was anything else, because there's only like 3 different Mayan structures on the island. We went to the other one earlier today, and then the third one is just the small one on the north point of the island, which we won't go to today. But this is the biggest one here at San Gervasio, and yeah, I mean, like, it's kind of rainforesty, but otherwise, I mean, I could imagine it's just like fishing and whatever natural resources they have, which would be super limited. It's a small island. Not exactly sure how big, but
That's why they had the
we'll find
temple for fertility, but earth fertility.
Right. So the one we went to earlier today was the temple for fertility, but it was not human fertility. It was for the harvest and for fertile earth. But yeah, there's a big hole. Anyway. So apparently there used to be a lot of iguanas on this island, and there still are quite a few.
Well, just one so far. Wait, how do we know if it's an iguana versus just a fat-ass lizard?
I think iguanas are bigger, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I thought they were green. This guy looks like a little Komodo. So, this path and archway look important. It's very ceremonial and pompous, kind of like a Roman arch, only a bit smaller. So as suspected, that's the main entry / exit to the little city here, and that way's the coast. So aren't iguanas green? I'm kind of looking out for green giant lizards, not just, you know, ones like that brown one that was hanging out there.
I think you're a racist iguanaist or something like that.
I'm a lizard racist. Well, the lizard people do run the world, right? I would know, I'm a Freemason.
So I don't think this road is really the best for horse and carriages. Pretty sure it was just people walking, but looking at their feet most of the time, because otherwise you're gonna break your neck. Okay. You think those are ancient Mayan trash cans?
Yeah, definitely. They're very eco-friendly. So this is a temple that kind of guards the entrance to the city. That road there leads straight up to the arch we were just at. Sitting on a big round base with an altar up front, altar in the middle, and apparently there's residue of red and blue paint all over the thing. Probably sacrificing birds and things like that. But I just looked at the compass, and it is, the backside is going north by northeast. So it's not a cardinal direction. Could be a star alignment or something like that, or it could just be welcome to the city, pay your dues, there's an entrance fee, kill a bird kind of thing. Now starting to walk through the central plaza. I guess it's easy enough to tell because it's in the middle of everything. And it's a plaza. Just his tail sticking out now. Yeah, he's a big boy.
There's a big ass iguana.
Big iguana.
Yeah, he's big. He's hiding now.
Mm-hmm. I got a closer look at the iguana, or one of the iguanas. I guess they are kind of green. So my misconception is half a true conception. Anyway, check out this tree that is holding, oh yeah, I should know this by now, it doesn't zoom in, but this tree is growing through the roof of this structure and holding it up. Thought that was cool too.
vaulted, but rather it's flat like modern day ones, which were constructed with wood beams holding it together. It was built the period between 1200 and 16.
This is kind of creepy, guys. So based on the signs, there should be something back here. Like 500 meters. And the path looks pretty well traveled. But it's kind of spooky. Spooky. Okay, so yeah, like 500 meters into the woods. Looked super creepy. Whew. And it's kind of slippery. But I'm so glad we did.
Spoke too soon that there were no pyramids here on the island. I'm no official archaeologist. I like to think I'm an armchair archaeologist, or like an Indiana Jones fanboy archaeologist, or just a imaginary archaeologist. But even as an imaginary archaeologist, I think that counts. Yet, triangle shape like that, points up, thing at the top, I think it's a pyramid.
Sometimes you take a walk in the woods and you come across something like this.
Found another pyramid. So we were questioning our sanity walking all the way down this trail. At one point we heard a huge swarm of bugs.
It was definitely a hornet's nest.
Yep, and we have a problem with hornets. Anyway, then it kept on going. Then we found a creepy hole in the ground. We kept on going, and then like the jungle starts to make weird noises, and we're about to turn back, and then we see this guy. Just checked it out. Super glad we went this far. We're gonna call it good with the Mayan ruins here, because we got to get the scooter back in less than an hour, and we are starving, which means this boy needs tacos. She wants tacos too.
Smile. Don't look at the camera though.
Babies on their scooters. They're brave here.
Frightening. I'm worn out, very tired. We are going back to the ship to get a bite to eat before we fall over.